Hey peeps, welcome back. We're talking Love During Lockup, Season 5, Episode 54. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. Happy New Year, everyone. Before we get into the show, I did see online that Troy and Zaria announced that they have a little baby on the way. Their baby is due in August. Congratulations and good luck to you both. Oh boy. All right, so let's just keep it moving. So the show starts out with Kate, Hunter, and Kaylee. Listen, the show picks up right where it left off with Kate in the bathroom talking to Hunter on the phone. He let her know that he lied to her when he told her that he had cut out all of the women from the pen pal site. She gets upset. She says that you lied to me. He said that he felt sorry. You know, he knows that she's upset that he's talking to all these women, but he can't just cut them off right now. And you know, I have no sympathy for her. You set this up. You wanted him to use these women to fund his time in jail so that you wouldn't have to, which I thought was, a brilliant idea. But I don't think that it was a right idea. It saved you money, but it put your heart at even more risk. And it was wrong to do to these other women. Yes, they set themselves up for this. Yes, they decided they wanted to send him money, which I don't understand why, but still, to me, it was still kind of a low down dirty thing to do. Now, while she's sitting there talking to him, she comes out of the bathroom and she's having this conversation with him on speakerphone in the middle of this wine bar. And I said to myself, I would be too damn embarrassed to sit here and have this conversation with this dude. I really would. Her friends are sitting there just looking and laughing and thinking, what in the hell is wrong with her? Personally, if she was one of my friends, I definitely would have pulled her to the side and said, Kate, you're being ridiculous. You're acting foolish. You set yourself up for this heartache. This makes no sense. Why are you doing this? Why are you still dealing with him? Why did you set him up on this pen pal site? I know you said it was because you didn't have a lot of money and you couldn't afford to take care of him while he was in jail. That's when you should have known. Cut the relationship the hell off. If you can't be grown up enough to stay the hell out of jail, I don't want to be bothered with you. He's on the phone giving her that whole prison spiel, you know how they do. But I love you. I need you. You're the only thing that I ever wanted. It's just me and you. I love you. We're going to be together in the end. As soon as he hangs up with her, he calls Kaylee. We find out that Kaylee has gone to some vintage store to try to find herself a wedding dress. Not only does she go out to try to find herself a wedding dress, she buys herself a wedding ring. I said, damn it, Kaylee. This was not a smart idea. This was not a good idea. We also find out that we already pretty much thought it, but we know for sure now that Kaylee is the one he was on the phone with having sexy time when he got in trouble. Turns out that she was showing him the T and the A and the puss. And they were having a little too much of a good time having video sex. And I thought to myself, you both are two idiots. Your phone calls and video chats and your in-person visits are all watched and monitored. You people can't be that dumb. I mean, seriously. So now he is in some sort of prison punishment. He's not allowed to have any video calls or in-person visits with Kaylee because she's a super freak. Anyway, they can only have calls over the phone. She gets so worked up and so upset, she goes into her room to have a little cry. Then later we see Kate, she's doing a little horseback riding, and he calls her and apologizes again, tells her that he's cut everybody off. Everybody's cut off. She's trying to act as if she's in charge of this situation. You're not. You are being used and played just like Kaylee is. And my thing is this. I believe that Hunter really likes Kaylee because she caters to his every whim and because she's, a super freak. But I think that he likes Kate because Kate is more conservative. Kate is more regimented, and I think that he wants to show the world Kate's, but he wants to have his little plaything in Kaylee. That's just my opinion. I don't feel bad for Kate because she set this up. She set this in motion. I don't feel bad for Kaylee because she's making these choices to stay with him, to believe him, and trust this guy in prison. I think that WeTV is shady as hell. For every time they go from Katie to Kaylee, they say 10 miles away. It's funny as hell. I think in the end, Kaylee's heart is going to be broken terribly. At one point, Hunter told her at the wine bar that he had cut off all the ladies except for 2. Then he said, well, then there's a couple in the email. Girl, listen, if you are buying this, you are a bigger clown than you thought. This was a bad setup, Katie. You should have never wanted this. I think that Hunter wants his cake and he wants to be able to eat it too. And I don't think that it's just Kaylee and Kate. I think that there's other women that are still involved as well from that male of prison inmate site. I'm telling you, both of those girls are not only going to be embarrassed, they're going to be brokenhearted and sad as hell when this all comes out. Sam and Crystal. I don't know why WeTV is doing this to us. We don't deserve it. Okay, the show starts out and Sam, he's in a towel. His shirt is off. I said, why are you naked on the couch? I don't understand this. Why do we have to look at it? We don't want to. Anyway, he gets a call early in the morning from controlling ass Crystal, and I thought to myself, there is no way in hell that anybody from prison is going to control my outside free ass. Okay, I am free to do whatever the hell it is I want to do. You are the one on lockdown. Okay, you are not going to control me. This is crazy as hell. Sam, grow some damn balls. Anyway, Sam says that he's going to see Crystal, but Grandma Rita let him know that she's not going to be able to make it because she's not feeling well. And Crystal insists that he go check on Grandma Rita. And I thought, absolutely not. This man does everything for you and Grandma Rita. It is not his responsibility to drive 30 minutes out of his way to go check on Grandma Rita. His friend Cameron lets him know that their relationship is not balanced. He said they rely on you to take care of Crystal and Rita. Nobody is taking care of you. No one is doing shit for you. This is ridiculous. He tells him, listen, you are living an unrealistic life. Your life is not being fulfilled. You need to get out here and live your best life. I agree with Cameron. Sam doesn't want to drive over to see Rita, to check on Rita, but he does it anyway because his master is telling him to. Anyway, he drives over there, and was anybody else suspecting that he would have a key? I mean, he's paying bills, he's buying groceries, he's chauffeuring Rita all over the place with her age. I thought maybe he has a backup key so he can go in and, take care of Rita or check on her or whatever. But no, he doesn't. And I think to myself, is this some sort of setup? Because it didn't really seem as if Crystal was really ready to see him. Is Grandma Rita either lying because she doesn't want to take that drive down to the prison? Or is Grandma Rita and Crystal in cahoots to keep him from making it to the jail on time? Maybe she had another man or woman visiting her that day and she didn't want Sam to make it on time, so they would have to turn his butt around. Then she lets us know that Sam told her he would get her an attorney and he lied. But later he went ahead and got an attorney and paid for it for her. I think that is so terrible. This man is taking care of his household. He's taking care of your prison life. He's taking care of Rita, and he's paying for your lawyer. Absolutely not. But you know what? I cannot feel bad for Sam because Sam is an idiot. He set himself up for this bullshit. Sam truly needs to get his mind right and grow some damn balls. You need to pack up all of your shit and move back to your family and friends. Live your best life. This makes zero sense to me. You are coming off as a straight up sucker. You are being used. And Sam makes the comment that if he doesn't take care of Rita, he believes she's going to leave him. She's absolutely going to leave you. If you don't keep taking care of her and Rita, he's going to leave you. She's trying to say that she feels like Sam has to help her take care of her Grandma Rita because she's not there to take care of her. And whose fault is that? If you knew that Grandma Rita had lost your mother and Grandma Rita was old and she needed help and you loved her and you wanted to be there for her, you should have thought about that before you committed assault with a deadly weapon. Grow the hell up. Grandma Rita is your responsibility, not Sam's. Sam, listen, I'm going to tell you one more time. Grow a pair of balls and go the fuck home. Break up and divorce this woman. She is making your life miserable. Then they introduce us to a new couple, MJ and Willie. Listen, I think it's a little late in the season for us to have to be bothered with MJ and Willie. We find out that MJ is Tongan. She comes from a huge family. We find out that her dad had 36 kids. 36. You heard that? 36. Put it together. It's 36. That's a lot of damn kids. But you know what? I have a few family members who are Tongan, and Tongan people have huge families. They are close families. They are loving. You know, it doesn't matter how big the family. The bigger the family, the more love there is. So it's nice to see a Tongan family on television. However, we find out that she started dating Willie when he called her from prison 2 years earlier. We find out when they first met, he was married and she was married. Now they're both hooked up together and they're engaged. He went to jail with possession and intent to sell meth, aggravated assault, possessions of a controlled substance, and he has 3 children. I think that her and Willie trauma bonded. I think that she is still very much in love with her ex-husband. She is currently just using Willie. She cheated with her ex-husband, thought that she was pregnant. Then she recorded her prison phone calls with Willie and recorded herself telling him that she cheated and him losing his damn mind. Willie does seem to be a little controlling. We also find out that she got a DUI as she was doing 120 and a 45. And that was 2 years ago. She's been sober for a year. I am very glad that she has cleaned up her act and she is sober, at least for the last year. I think that she is definitely using Willie as emotional support. She went through that DUI. She lost her husband. She moved to another state. I think that when she goes to visit her hometown, she's going to see her ex-husband, or I think she's going to give him the sex again. I didn't really appreciate her family trying to pressure her into taking shots after she just told you that she had a DUI and she's been sober for a year. Who the hell does that? That is extremely reckless. That is also crossing a major line. The woman just told you she was doing 120 and a 45. She's sober for a year. You don't push alcoholic drinks on a person. I thought that was quite disgusting and extremely weird that she records phone calls from prison. Talking about she records the phone calls from prison in case he goes into the hole, she can still listen to his voice. No. We also find out that she's 37. And I'm not trying to be shady or weird or wrong or mean, but I really thought that she was in her 50s. I'm talking 58. She does not look like someone who just turned 37. I'm just saying, no shade at all. She just looked a little older than, what they told us. Get down in the comments. What do you think about MJ and Willie? Savannah and Bradley. Savannah has gone through the closet into the theater and has put on some butt pads to show Bradley. I said, what the hell? What are we doing here? Why are we okay? The producers asked Bradley what percentage is it that he will possibly pay $20,000 for her to get a BBL. He said it's about 3% chance that he's going to pay for that. He has been in jail for all this time. There's no way that he can afford to get out of jail and pay for this. Not only that, she wants them to get engaged, get married, have a baby, and a white picket fence. Bradley is thinking, slow the hell down, take this all the way back to zero, because we have not even gotten engaged. He has not gotten out of jail, got a job, washed his ass, nothing. She is moving too damn fast. She gonna go in the damn closet and pull out her mom's old wedding dress. I think that she needs to cut the shit. You need a little more time being sober. You need to continue with your therapy, continue going to the meetings, and possibly get you some new sober friends. Okay, this is too much. Then she tells him that she's going to be meeting up with his sister Allison, and then she lets us know that not only is Allison full of drama, but Allison has those heads, and she put her heads on Savannah. Why do you want to meet with Allison? Because if Allison put heads on me, it's on sight forever. I mean, seriously. Bradley tells her, do not deal with my sister. She is extremely volatile. He doesn't want anything to do with her. He also tells her, listen, if I come home and she's at your house, I'm leaving. He doesn't want anything to do with his sister. At least that's what he's telling Savannah. Savannah then goes furniture shopping, which I think is just fake as hell. Why are you trying to look at living room furniture when you live at your grandma's? Anyway, she says that Bradley is getting out of jail in 18 days. Savannah meets up with Alyssa, which I keep calling her Allison too. So if you heard me call her Allison, it's really Alyssa. She says that she's trying to create boundaries with Alyssa. However, she says every time she tries to set up boundaries, it doesn't work. And I thought, okay, if this lady is so bad, like you say she is, and you say she put hands on you, and you can't create boundaries, then maybe you should just stop the friendship altogether. Listen, this conversation went from 0 to crazy in no time flat. She brings up that she wants to set up some boundaries, and Alyssa cuts her the hell off right away. She tells Savannah that she was pissed off with her, and so was the rest of Bradley's family. Allegedly, Savannah asked Bradley who he loved more, her or their grandmother. That's weird as hell. If somebody asked me if I loved them more than my grandmother, that would be the last day our conversation would go on. There will be no more conversation or relationship. That is my grandmother. What the hell does that have to do with you, you unstable motherfucker? We are so done. Anyway, she says that none of the family wants Savannah around them. They cannot stand her. They don't like that she is so controlling and commanding and trying to separate him from the rest of the family. She is acting a fool in this store. Then she says Bradley plans to dump you when he gets home. She says that he told the family that he was just in a relationship with her so that she can put money on his books, and he had somebody to talk to and spend time with while he was in jail. But as soon as he gets out, he was going to dump her ass. Now, honey, listen, let me just say, Alyssa has the worst eyebrows. Not as bad as Kristen's. Remember Kristen and John? Anyway, her eyebrows isn't as bad, but it was bad enough. I'm sick of them. I really am. I don't know. It seemed to me that Alyssa might be on the stuff as well. Did anybody else think she looked a little high? That's just my opinion. It's alleged. I don't know these people, but I did see that some blogs are reporting that Alyssa has said that Savannah is back in active addiction and shoplifting. Now, I don't know if any of that is true. That's all alleged, and that's what some of the blogs are posting, but I would say that I could believe it. Listen, I don't think they're going to work. Bradley doesn't like Savannah sober, in my opinion. Bradley wants a relationship to slow the hell down. Savannah is moving full speed ahead. It seems, according to Alyssa, that his family doesn't like Savannah. I think this relationship is doomed for failure. I think Savannah needs to focus on her sobriety, get some sober friends, and continue to go to those meetings. They did show the previews for the rest of the season, and it looked extremely entertaining. It looked like a whole lot of arguing, fussing, and fighting, and it also looked like a whole lot of lies being exposed. I am here for it. Get down in the comments, you guys, and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.